that it's recording this time.
Using the chairs too low, right?
Yeah, they're very low.
Like this, there's no key.
Yeah. Hello, welcome to your ladder training today.
Awesome. I'm excited.
Today we're going to talk about safe ladder use in the workplace.
Yep.
Make sure that your mobile phone's on silent. Obviously you know where the restrooms are if you need to pop out, or if you need to take a call, you can step out of the room. And in case of emergency, obviously just follow the exit sign. Alright, welcome to your training session on the safe use of ladders in the workplace. As you know, ladders are an incredibly useful tool, but also pose significant falls risk if not used properly. Today we'll explore the Work Health and Safety Act and regulations, requirements, and safety tips and best practices for using ladders at Powerlift. Actually, you know how we were talking before about the interpretive guidelines and things? This is one of the ones that I found from the DMS website. Okay, under the Act, PCBUs have a duty to ensure the health and safety of their employees. This includes providing safe equipment, training on how to use the equipment for its purpose. Now, the regulations talk about specific requirements for risk of falls in the workplace, and we need to provide training in relation to risks involved in working at heights and the safe use of ladders, which is this one here. And this is where you can find all about it in the regulations. Okay, stop and think before you use a ladder. That's our main focus for today. When using a ladder, choose the right ladder. Select a ladder that's appropriate for the job. If you're, you can have a step ladder, which is in the photo here. You can have a extension ladder or a trestle type of ladder. Always inspect the ladder before you use it. You want to make sure there's no cracks, loose rungs or other damage before you step on it. And never ever use a faulty ladder. And you want to refer to your basic housekeeping. Is the work area free from tripping hazards? I noticed that this here is a little bit of a tripping hazard, so you want to be careful about that. Okay, so you want to set up the ladder. You want to use firm ground. If you were using a ladder outside, would you set it up on gravel? No. Exactly. Does the ladder extend to 1 metre above where you want to be working? Yeah. Okay. Has a suitable anchor point been identified and secured for the harness safety lanyard, if required for the task? And has a drop zone been set up around you? You don't want to be up here on a ladder and someone's actually working at their desk and all of a sudden your tape measure might fall off your belt and, hit them on the head. Exactly. It has been done before.
Yes.
So stop and think before you use a ladder. So, when using a ladder, you always want to make sure that you have how many points of contact?
3.
3, exactly. And what would they be?
2 feet and 1 hand, generally.
Yeah.
Or 2 hands and 1 foot.
Perfect, yeah. And you want to climb the ladder. Do we climb it backwards?
Facing the ladder.
Facing the ladder?
Facing the ladder, yeah.
Yep. Never climb backwards or sideways. And beware of any hazards overhead. Overhead power lines. Exactly, yeah. Okay, and don't work alone. Always grab somebody. I have to climb up this ladder, I'm changing a light bulb, I'm putting up a sign, can you please hold it? Okay. And never jump off the bottom. I know it's really cool. Miss a step, have a big jump. No, especially not for you. Alright, so stop and think before you use a ladder. That's going to be, I'm going to ask you at the end. Yeah. So consider alternatives. Is there any other way that we can do it? Is there a lifting platform that we can use? Use fall protection equipment. And our sort of aim as a company is to provide training. It's a requirement. We have to train you how to use a ladder safely. And encourage open communication. If I ask you to do something which requires you to use a ladder and you don't think it's safe, I want you to let me know. Okay. Alright, remember, a safe ladder use is everybody's responsibility. Mine, yours, Tony's out there as well. By following these guidelines and fostering a safety-first culture, we can minimise fall risks and keep everybody safe. Alright, so we're going to do a little bit of a demonstration. What was our motto today?
Stop and think before you use a ladder.
That's right. So I've borrowed this ladder, so we can actually follow these steps. So what kind of task would we be doing today? Well, we would probably just want to hang up the sign at the back of the room here, and we want to choose an appropriate ladder. We could probably either get away with just a step ladder for that, or we can use this one. So the first thing that we want to do is actually check our ladder out. So we want to have a look. Is this ladder stable? Would you climb up this ladder by yourself?
No.
No? You would have someone hold it?
It's definitely unstable.
Yeah. What about cracks, dents?
Oh, yeah, you can see the runs.
Yeah.
Maybe integrities.
Compromise? Yeah. This ladder actually will extend to a platform, or it extends up if we need it higher as well.
Yeah.
Would you use this ladder? Or would you tag it out?
Preferably not.
Would you approach your supervisor and let them know
tag
that
it
you
out.
don't think?
Yeah, for
Exactly.
sure. Yeah.
So, obviously you want to set this ladder up on firm ground, but as we can see, the ground's quite firm around it, but unless somebody's holding that, I wouldn't be climbing.
Yeah.
So the base on that's not secure, but also when we're talking about the angle of a ladder, if we were to extend that ladder, it's 1 foot away from the wall for every 4 feet high, or if we want to put it in the metric system, it's 30 centimetres away from the wall for every 1.2 metres high.
Yeah.
So we want to face the ladder at all times. We don't want to be hanging off the back and coming down this way. We want to be facing it